video. Today we are in my garage and I am so excited to share with you our garage declutter and makeover video. Y'all, this space was a disaster. It was like the hoarder's edition of garages. Basically what we did and what I'm going to be doing with you today is taking you through the process of how we completely decluttered this garage. We were holding on to so many things. I had kids' toys, office supplies, home decor, clothes that my kids had outgrown that I was just holding on to, and a lot more that you'll see throughout today's video. We took all of that out, went through that, gave a ton of stuff away, sold a few things on Facebook Marketplace, and then we came back in the garage, painted the entire thing, and we also installed a brand new ceiling storage unit that really helped us to maximize on the space in this single car garage. So if you're looking to do a project like this, then hopefully this video can be helpful. Also, if you're one that likes to hold on to things, then hopefully this video can motivate you to let some of those things go. I definitely could not have done this video without my dad, or this project without my dad. I'm super grateful that one, I have him, but y'all, we had so much fun partnering together, and it's just a memory that I will never forget. And the best part is I have this video to always go back and look at. So I'm also grateful for today's sponsor, which is FlexiMount. They provided me the storage unit that you guys will see soon. It is a ceiling storage unit that really helped us to maximize on space in this whole garage. So super grateful for that. And if you have a 1-car garage or 2-car, even a 3-car garage, but you're looking to maximize on space, then this is definitely the video for you. So if you happen to enjoy it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I also hope that you stick around for more videos. I'll be sharing a lot more room transformations throughout the year after I rest up from this one, because this was a big project. But yeah, I'll be sharing more throughout the year, so I definitely hope you stick around. But without further ado, let's get started into today's video. So let me just show you again what this garage looks like. So this is just an overview of everything that we've accumulated in our garage. Judgment free, but this is everything from decor, home items, I mean, you name it, it's in there. So here's just an overview of what it looks like before. Day 2 of the garage clean out. So last night we got rid of a lot of stuff when my husband got home, and we've somewhat organized the chaotic mess, but we still have a lot to get rid of. We've got Christmas wrapping paper over here. We've got rugs. I do love seasonal rugs. We're going to work out a way where we can store those properly. But then this is decor that we've had on hand that I purchased when we first bought our house 3 years ago. This particular piece right here, while it's beautiful, you just have to realize, like, the size of my home cannot accommodate this piece based off of how many kids I have. So I have 3 kids, and it's better for us to have like an open floor plan. So we have, you know, we don't have a coffee table or anything like that. Now, the great thing is this opens and it's very functional, but again, it just doesn't fit our needs as a family of 5 in the size and square footage of our home. Chairs that we've had, I can't think of the name. I don't know why I can't. But anyway, these are chairs that we've had for a while. We had them when we lived in our apartment. And right now, again, for the space, we want more open space in our home, less clutter. One of these chairs aren't as functional as we like.
All right, so I'm going to walk you through each day of this process. Day 3 was the day that we removed all of the clutter out of the garage. So we took everything completely out. That way we could review and look over everything. If it was something that we knew we weren't going to use this year and we knew we were tired of it, it had no benefit to us anymore, it's something that we donated or either sold, but we were very conscious of what came back into the garage. Also, if you need some motivation to help you to get rid of clutter or just things that you're holding on to for an extended amount of time, then hopefully this could be a motivation. Just look at it this way. If you know that it's something you're really not going to use, make that day, make that time to just go through that stuff and get rid of it. I promise you will feel so much better. I cannot tell you how mind-freeing this experience was. I felt like my mind was just completely free of clutter, and my kids felt the same, as well as my husband. So, it really felt good to just take everything completely out, go through it, donate things that we just weren't going to use anymore, and just be really conscious of what we place back into the garage. As we removed everything out of the garage, we did keep a system to the madness. So this pile is things that we decided to donate, and then this particular pile was things that needed to be organized, and some of this pile were things that were going to be sold or either placed on the new storage organization. So now I'm just going back through our empty garage and sweeping all of the debris up.
And if you're wondering, well, how do you store decor? This is how. Now, I will say that I haven't always purchased good quality bins. So as I go through decor again, this year when I go to put it up and store it, I'll be purchasing new bins, quality bins, and maybe larger. Instead of having 2 smaller bins, 1 larger bin. So this is all of fall, spring, and summer. So I've condensed it down pretty good. And now we're going to take this out of here and we're going to put this all in the attic. As far as labels go, I am going to create labels for it. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have the time, but I will create labels. That way I know what's what.
Day 4 is a really exciting day because we've now removed everything completely out of the garage, and we decided that we wanted to completely paint it, give it a different color, and a fresh set of paint goes a long way. So this is the paint that we use. It is actually a paint and a primer all together. It really provided amazing coverage, and I went with this particular color because it was on sale for $9 for this can. The only thing I would have done differently was buy 2 cans when I originally purchased it. I say that to say, when I went in to get the second can of paint, it was really hard for them to match it. So we had to go a few times just to get the right color, but other than that, that's the only thing I would have done differently. To keep the paint line sharp, I went with frog tape. Frog tape is exceptionally well at just keeping everything sharp and organized while you're painting. It keeps the lines really, really clean and neat. So now I'm just going in and vacuuming up any extra debris that's on the edges before I line it out with the frog tape. When we opened the can of paint, I was really happy with the color. Again, I'd already seen it dry, but this was my first real time seeing the actual color, so I really liked the color. I thought it was perfect for the garage, and again, this paint really helped to give great coverage. I think as you're painting, it doesn't do justice watching it right here, but you guys will see once it's all completely dry. And I will go ahead and just let you know that this was my first paint job, so don't judge me. I've definitely learned a lot as I went along, but at the end of the project, I really liked the outcome, and I just enjoyed learning and trying new things. So I definitely have a lot more projects up my sleeve that I want to try and DIY. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But here we are on day 5, which is the installation, and what we're doing before is just removing the frog tape now, and then we'll go in and install our brand new storage system. For our garage storage, I'm going to be using the overhead garage rack. This also comes with hooks, and it is a height adjustable ceiling storage, which was perfect for our 1-car garage. But even if you have a 2-car or 3-car garage and you're looking to save on space, then this is one of the best storage options out there. This garage rack is made of high quality construction, and it's also safe and has a high loading capacity. One of the things that I love is this easy installation. The manual that comes with it provides step-by-step instructions that make it super easy to follow. I can also appreciate that everything is labeled, just like you see the screws right here. Each one had a number on it, and if you compare it to the manual, it was super easy to follow. The manual laid out step-by-step instructions and even showed all the tools necessary for perfect assembly, making things super easy for the final installation. We also utilized this stud buddy. You can find this at Walmart or Amazon. I'll have it linked below in the description box, but these are just some of the tools that we use to help make the installation super easy. So I want to show you guys step by step how we installed this unit, just in case if you're thinking about doing the same thing for your garage, you can utilize this as a reference. What we're doing here first is finding the studs. I think this is the most important part, and we spent the most time doing this. That way we made sure that we installed it properly. This was also an installation template that came with the unit.
You hear the change, the sound change? There's a stud right here. You can put it against the wall, but if not, you might want to just go away from the wall and come up right here.
You know that this is 24 inches on center. Those are the studs, not 20, 24. This is your front bracket, and this is your back bracket, and this is the template.
So right here I've laid out the ceiling brackets, and I paired it right beside the installation bracket. The installation template served as a guide to help us input the screws, and as you can see, this is around the size screw that we utilize, and now we're just going in and attaching the ceiling brackets to the ceiling.
All right, the ceiling brackets have now been installed, so we are now moving to the next step.
Another amazing feature about this storage rack is that it is height adjustable, so you can adjust it to any height that you like. You can either go back and change it, it's whatever your preference is, but this is the height that we decided. This allowed us to store boxes on top of each other if we decided to do that, or just lay them flat across. As we're finishing up this installation process, I also want to add that the longer ceiling brackets I showed earlier provides ample vertical support, which helps to prevent the shelf from falling, and the whole set is just more secure. This storage rack also provides heavy gauge cold rolled steel construction, which provides safety loading up to 600 pounds. 600 pounds is amazing. You can store tires, storage, anything that you want and need to store for your home or for your garage. This is the absolute perfect unit. I love the fact that I was able to free my walls from a lot of clutter and add the remaining storage up here at the top. I also love the fact that it's very secure, and I felt confident in knowing that this was just a great piece to install in our home. This rack is also waterproof, so it avoids water damage, and you can just store all of your seasonal items in this one spot. It's like a one-stop shop, which I love it. Lastly, I do want to add that this unit also comes with 2 pieces of utility hooks where you can store your bikes or a ladder. In this case, our girls' bikes are being upgraded, so we didn't have any to store, but as soon as we do upgrade those, you can bet I will be utilizing those. And that pretty much wraps it up for the installation of this beautiful unit. I want to say thank you again to FlexiMount for sponsoring this part of today's video. As I mentioned before, a good bulk of my home decor is located in our attic, and then I place like our major decor such as Christmas onto our storage rack, along with some seasonal rugs and just the other few pieces that I had in the garage. Alright you guys, well that is everything for today's garage declutter and makeover video. I thoroughly enjoyed sharing this video with you, and if you found it helpful in any way, feel free to give it a thumbs up. That always supports my channel. Coming up, I'll be sharing a lot more content with you guys around room makeovers and transformations, just making our spaces more functional and also keeping them trendy as well. So if you happen to like that, be sure to stick around by subscribing. Make sure to hit the notification bell beside it so that you know every time I upload. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye guys.